Let me throw this back to Nico. So one of the questions that came through from the guest today was about the facility. I believe you're building a facility in General Trias, Cavite. Can you tell us more about it?
Uh, that's a wild idea to begin with. Kasi to give you an example of our setup before the facility, we were renting a condo unit sa Tomas Morato, sa may E. Rodriguez Tomas Morato, the Amariles, if alam nyo yon. And I think we rented around 6 units there since we are operating like multiple studios. And then what's unique with our setup compared to the others is that the tournaments that we are broadcasting are broadcasted sa America, sa Europe. So we need to adhere with their time. So we cannot let our casters go home ng around 3 a.m., 4 a.m. So as to why we rented multiple units talaga, puro 4-bedroom units. Tapos nandun sila natutulog na rin, quarters na rin nila. Tapos nagkaroon kami ng wild idea ng partner ko. So what if suntok na tayo sa buwan, I do have a piece of lot here sa General Trias, maganda yung internet, because dito nakaboot kami mga professional players. Gusto mo ba magpatayo tayo ng 3-story building dito? And then sabi ko, this is the secret nga pala for Lupon. We don't have any investors. So we are fan of the game talaga. So roll lang talaga kami ng roll. Lahat ng pumapasok na projects, pera, reinvest, 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 reinvest. We don't have that fear na mamaya hindi namin mabayaran yung investor namin kasi we ourselves, alam namin na kahit na 50,000 pesos monthly pasok sa amin, for as long as we are good, okay na kami doon. So at the moment, give all talaga yung motto namin. Kaya go signal namin doon, automatic na yon. So hindi namin
quick history
go
lang,
for
Kuya
it,
Nic.
pal.
Kasi ang madalas po kasing nangyayari sa gaming industry, and not just gaming industry, gaming companies here, esports teams, may funding coming from like
Investors, yeah.
investors, most probably from abroad. And parang as much as possible, ayaw namin. Gusto naming i-maintain na parang uh, lahat ng ginagawa namin nasa Pilipinas muna. Pero ayan, continue.
Eventually, actually, doon din pupunta sa panigurado yun. Pero for the meantime, talagang ini-enjoy namin. Ang mindset namin is that worst comes to worst, wag naman sana, mawala ang lahat ng to. We can go back to our daily lives na naglalaro kami, nagtatrabaho kami, and wala kaming pinagkakautangan and whatever. So, ang motto namin, talagang habang nandito pa, give all kami. And what a way to give it all by having our own facility. Pero what's unique pa nga, kaya nagkakilala kami ni Paulo is that talagang, I think, wala pa tayong 2 years magkakilala pa, no? Wala pa.
Mga ganun, mga 2 years.
Wala pa. So, nung nasa condo kami kasi sa Amarilis kami, lahat ng studios namin, ang setup namin was ring light. Yung parang sa mga online seller at saka Logitech lang na camera na maliit na gano'n. So nakita niya yon, and sabi niya, I think we can improve that one. So ako naman, nag-aantay lang rin ako ng professional na will approach us. So sakto dumating si Pau. Credibility boys, wala ka na namang question. Di ako lolokohin yan. Di ako piperahan ni Pau eh. So that gave me the go signal. Tara, bili tayo sa Amazon. Automatic pa. So that's how organic yung partnership na nabuo namin. Walang plano na let's continue this one, let's build this one. Wala. Doon kami nagsimula, and then every week, every Sunday pa, no, nandun ka sa Cavite, tapos lagi kami nag-uusap. Sabi ko sa kanya, ano kaya kung seryosohin na natin to? So that's the time na, tara, let's go with this in full blast.
So to clarify, 2 years ago, you started with a condominium or a few in Amaryllis, Quezon City. And yes, fast forward 2 years later, we now have a state-of-the-art facility being developed currently in General Trias, Cavite. Is that correct?
Yes, fortunate enough. Mm-hmm.
And thanks to Paolo's expertise, we've been able to build out. How many studios are currently being constructed with Paolo's help?
For that one, there's 4 studios and then there's 8 streaming rooms. So I would like to this is what we are communicating with our sponsors and with our brands. So what differs us from the other companies is that we are focused in building events and IP. So I can compare it to, like, for example, PBA, UAAP, or PBB. So we are building that one. If the talent will be famous afterwards, secondary na lang yung streaming namin. So others kasi are only focused at streaming agad eh. So we are really building assets, papasikatin namin, and then in a way, we are giving back sa community kasi this is something that they deserve. So, fortunate enough kami na sinusuportahan nila. And then, sumisikat yung mga talents na pinapasok namin doon. In return, they are becoming streamers. Pero our main product is yung mga events at saka yung mga contents namin.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much, Nico and Paolo. Let me go ahead and transition now to the next topic. Let's focus a bit on Paolo's role as partner and Lupon WXC. So, Paolo, let me ask you the first question. How did you first get into gaming, and how did you progress into this role of helping build up the local competitive gaming scene with Lupon? What were the beginning stages for this?
Yeah. Nagsimula ako, actually, nagsimula ako bata pa talaga ako. Kumbaga, lumaki ako na naglalaro ng Counter-Strike. So, lumaki talaga ako na nagrerenta ako ng PC sa Baguio. Ang daming mga gamers doon. At ito na nga, parang habang tumatagal at parang ito na nga, ang tagal ko na rin nagtatrabaho dito sa industriya natin. Parang naisip ko, parang, oo nga, no, ba't di ko balikan yung mga paborito kong gawin ng bata ako, which is one, gaming, or pagmumotor. So, doon nag-start. Pero ang role ko talaga dito sa Lupon, parang, ayun, nagbabantay ako ng quality. Chine-check ko na ayos laging equipment. Tapos, marami pang on the side. Ayan.
Thank you for that. That's a really good question. Let me ask the really fun one. Oh,
EJ,
please.
hi.
Yes, go ahead, EJ.
Yeah. To our press friends, you need not write down your questions. You will have your chance later on. Para personally, you can ask question. You can personally ask Paolo and Kuya Nic your questions. You don't have to write it down in the chat room later on. Para may sarili kayo, pero you can record it. You can, like, you're conversing with them. You will have your chance later on. So, ayun po ha. I-reserve nyo lang po yung mga questions nyo later on when it's your time to ask the question na. For now, ini-intro lang po namin kayo what this is all about. And ayan, mas exciting po yung mamaya yung usapan nyo na with Kuya Nic and Kuya Paolo and EJ. All right. Go ahead, EJ.
Great. Thank you, Mr. Salup. So this is a really fun question for both of you. But can you tell us a story of how you both met and how that relationship transgressed from the first meeting to becoming a partner? Because it's quite the interesting collaboration with you two coming from different scenes. Can you tell us a bit more about that?
Ikaw na, Pao?
Sige. Nakakatawa actually yung simula kasi marami rin akong tinutulungan na local streamers na nasa gaming rin. So, syempre, marami akong in-order abroad na mga wala dito na mga gamit para ma-improve yung quality ng stream nila or mas maging convenient sa kanila. At meron akong isang gamit doon na kailangan ni Kuya Nic. So, gustong bilhin ni Kuya Nic, hindi ko binibenta. Sabi ko, bigay ko na lang, hingi na lang akong pabor in the future. Natakot yata sa pabor.
Sweet.
So, then natakot yata si Kuya Nic sa pabor, so hindi na nag-reply. So, ayun, after,
pero binigay mo pa rin eh.
Pero
binigay mo pa rin.
Parang after ilang months, after several months.
Wow.
So, doon nagsimula.
May takot din. Yes.
May takot si Kuya Nic sa mga pabor.
I think mas na-strengthen yun nung panahon na magkakilala na kami. I think being an artist si Paolo, tas ako naman, we manage around like 60 people na already with Lupon eh. So Sunday is our day na walang traffic, makakabiyahe kami, punta kami ng HQ, makapunta rin si Pao doon. And sakto, may mga birthday minsan, and then may natitirang mga drinks. So tara, chill tayo sa likod, Kuya Nic. So magre-relax kami ron. Ang background namin, yung ilog, tapos yung bakanting lote sa likod. Walang nakakapunta ron. kami lang talaga magpa-partner. So relax lang kami, mag-inom kami hanggang gabi, and then mag-uusap kami kung ano yung mga concept na pwedeng gawin in the future, sinong talents yung pwede nating iangat, ano yung mga pwede nating kopyahin from the other industries na ginagawa nila. So every Sunday nangyayari yun, and doon na nabuo I think yung concept na tara seryosohin na natin to. So,
Wow.
What a story between you two. And to see kind of that relationship genuinely over time. So maybe the question to Paulo is, from that first meeting with Nico, just casually, when did the partnership discussions come into fruition?
Actually, we have another partner pero ayaw niya magpakilala. Pilipino naman. Parang siya rin yung nag-strengthen ng bridge namin with Nico kasi parang hindi ko alam na ginagawa na pala nila itong plano nila. And parang kumbaga pinilit ko na lang yung sarili ko para ma-improve pa at magawa yung mga kailangan gawin para patibayin pa itong pinasok namin.
To add to that, EJ, actually I was a part of Alodia's group before, the Tier 1 Entertainment, and then I decided to go out. But we are good friends with Trike and Alodia. I decided to go out because they are really focused on another thing, and then I am focused with another thing. So it's a mutual decision naman. Nung pagtalon ko na nagsarili ako, there were like handful of persons tsaka companies meeting me and would like to invest nga na, hey, do what you want with us. So that's the time na, how ironic, dati nung hindi ako nagsisimula, I am pitching to them about this one, and then they are all rejecting it. So after nung Tier 1, tumalon ako and I was alone already. They were like pitching na, hey Nick, I can provide you a state-of-the-art studio here sa Eastwood or whatever. So I was really scared to do that because it will give me pressure. So yung creative freedom or creative touch baka mawala given the pressure. It just so happened na with Pau and my current partner ngayon, sobrang relax, and plus to that is the sobrang straightforward no relationship namin. Pag gusto, let's go. Pagka hindi, no problem.